Hi, I'm Dr. Kelly Brogan, and I'd like to welcome you to the third in a 5-part series where I'm talking about what I call psychiatric pretenders, or physiologic contributors to psychiatric symptoms that can be resolved through lifestyle change. So today I'd like to talk a little bit about sugar balance. And I know this is a tough topic to listen to as a recovering addict myself, but it's a very important one. And the fact is that we just weren't designed to eat the amounts and the types of sugars like high fructose corn syrup that we are eating every day in all of these hidden places. And so I'd like to talk about something called reactive hypoglycemia that can really masquerade as a number of different anxiety spectrum disorders. And the basic physiology of what's happening is that when you eat a form of sugar in an obvious, like a candy or an ice cream or something like that, or in a non-obvious form, like a piece of bread or a pretzel that has refined flour in it, you're going to end up spiking your insulin, which is intended to really sweep that sugar into the cells. You're going to end up spiking it to the extent that it's going to dip your blood sugar down low. And in that down low, you'll often end up feeling jittery, headachy, nauseous, irritable, edgy. You can lash out at coworkers. It can get very ugly. And this can go on in this fashion all throughout the day, contributing to a general sense of unease and agitation. And so the accompanying hormones that change the landscape of your sugar balance, things like your fight or flight chemicals and cortisol, which is a stress hormone, also can exact their own negative influence on the body and change the way you're storing fat, change the way your body is perceiving that it's in a fight or flight state at most times during the day. And the resolution to this can be achieved through nutrients like carnitine or chromium, but really is achieved by eliminating sources of sugar and refined flour from your diet and focusing on increasing good sources of protein and natural fats, particularly for breakfast. And in the initial stages of recovery, you have to eat pretty frequently, about every 2.5 hours, again, to avoid that dip at all costs. So just think about this if you're feeling any of those symptoms that I've mentioned, particularly in an erratic pattern throughout the day. And think about how much better you might feel if you consider implementing some of these changes. So I will speak to you again next week. Thank you.